Hi, Max Kay here, standing in for Gary Mitchell, the Lindsay Lohan of the Perth entertainment scene. Yes, he's in rehab once again, but I'm here to pick up the pieces. And on Sweet and Sour tonight, we have a lady with a large empty house, and she wants to take in a boarder. Only one problem, her husband is not very happy about it. You see, that boarder happens to be an old boyfriend. Nice try, dear, nice try. And then we have a young man who is absolutely in love and found his dream girl. She's absolutely beautiful. Only one problem there. She's a pothead. She's an habitual marijuana smoker. And he doesn't know what to do. Well, she could join Mitch in rehab. Maybe that might be one of the things to do. And lastly, we have a soon-to-be bride who is not very happy with her bridesmaid because her bridesmaid wants to make her own dress, her own bridesmaid's dress. And the bride seems to think that she's a bit of a tight ass. And there are many more problems, but they will be faced by our panel coming up soon on Sweet and Sour.
Got a problem, big or small, would a miracle be nice? Our motley crew is back, churning out advice. You might even laugh a bit in the following half hour. Park your backside on the couch, cause baby it's time for Sweet and Sour. Right here on Sweet and Sour.
Pour some sugar on there, baby.
It's time for Sweet and Sour.
Hello and welcome to Sweet and Sour, and welcome to this beautiful bevy of lovely girls. And let me tell you something, they're on Sweet and Sour for the very first time. Yes, they're all virgins. Can you believe that? All of them, virgins. Well, I think they're virgins the first time they've been here. So we're going to say hello to them now. Hello, Cassie, who's sitting at the end here.
How are you?
How are you?
I'm good.
And Cassie, what do you do? Apart from sitting here looking lovely.
Wow, at the moment I don't do anything.
You're not working?
No, I call myself a housewife.
Are you married?
No, I'm not married.
Well, you can't call yourself a housewife.
I'm only 20, but I sit at home and I clean and cook and do everything that a housewife does.
What, for a boyfriend?
Yeah, for my boyfriend.
Oh, I see. Isn't he lucky?
He is very lucky.
He's
very lucky.
You have meals ready for him?
I do.
You should have been born in the 1950s.
Oh, I know.
How nice.
I should have a ring on my finger. That's what I should have.
Are you listening? What's his name?
His name's Alex.
Alex, get moving. Beautiful girl here. She can't clean for you forever. If you don't do it and do it straight away, you'll be cleaning for me.
He'll hate me for saying that.
Now, hello.
Well, hello.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Alice, this is Alice. I'm sitting right next door to Alice. How are you, Alice? You good?
Yeah, good, very
That's
well.
lovely. And Alice, you've got a very unusual occupation, haven't you?
Yes. During the day, I am an automotive spray painter.
She's a spray painter. I can't believe it. I mean, I've never seen a spray painter like that. I would crash my car regularly if I had a spray painter.
I don't look like this when I'm at work, don't worry.
Don't you? You're not?
No.
Do you wear big dungarees and stuff like that?
Yeah, well, I wear baggy clothes.
Do you wear a vest?
A vest? No, not a vest.
I mean, when you bend down, do you see the crack at the back?
Yes, I do have the workers' crack.
Your workers' crack.
Yeah. Boys pull me up on it all the time.
That's something really wonderful to see. And Brittany. Hi, Brittany. How are you?
I'm excellent.
This is our third version now. Brittany, now what do you do?
I'm a teacher's assistant.
Oh dear, I'm sorry I mentioned that then. You're a teacher's assistant at school?
Yes, I work in a primary school. I actually work at my mum's primary school.
Really?
That's how I got the job. No, she doesn't own the school. She works there.
Yeah, does she? And you assistant to your mum?
No, I'm an assistant in another classroom for a little boy, yeah.
Fantastic, wonderful. Yeah. And on the end here we have Kellie. Hello, Kellie.
Hello, how are you?
Hi, Kellie. What do you do?
I'm a promotions manager for Crazy Sexy Cool. And Crazy Sexy Cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
What is that exactly, Crazy Sexy Cool?
That's the company that all four of us are here from tonight.
Oh. Is it a kind of agency, is it?
It's a lot of different things. So we do events, we have dancers, we have promotional models.
Wow.
We have lots of different things.
Have I been missing out?
Yes, you have been.
I have.
You should come to lots of our events.
Okay, this is your first time, and what you have to do is, of course, report and give us your answers on these questions, what I'm going to do now. Okay, now, this is the first one, and this is an unusual one. Dear panel, I have a huge house and my youngest has just left home, so I decided to take in a boarder. I discussed it with my husband and he agreed. We could both use the extra bit of money. I found someone interested almost straight away. However, when my husband learned that it was a former boyfriend of mine that I knew years ago, he hit the roof, and why not? He doesn't think it's decent, and he's so shocked to discover that I've still been in contact with this man after all these years. I'm concerned because my friend hasn't got anywhere else to go. Have I really done anything wrong? Have you? Should I just give in and find someone else to take the room? Is my husband being immature and feeling threatened? What can potentially go wrong anyway? Why would he be so scared that I'm going to run off with a former boyfriend who is obviously not able to be a good provider? Good story. I don't believe it. Felicia Chatswood. Cassie, this is your big chance since you're a housewife. Have you got a big empty house?
I do. I have 4 other housemates, so it's not too bad. But they all work, so I'm left at home all by myself.
So what about this Felicia's problem?
I think she should have spoken to him first about getting this guy in there and actually saying who it was and how she knew him. In terms of it being an issue, I think it would be, especially because it is a former boyfriend. Yeah, okay, it doesn't matter that they're still friends and that sort of thing, but her having a previous relationship with him is obviously gonna have issues with her boyfriend or with her.
See the nicer side of life.
With her husband. So I think that she should have discussed it with him first, and I don't think that it should go ahead. I think she should find someone else.
Yes, I think so too. Alice, what do you feel?
Yeah, I don't have a different opinion to that. I think just avoid all the conflict and just don't have an ex there. If I was the partner, I'd be looking at that person and going, you had sex with my missus. Right, I wouldn't be thinking about it.
That would be a bit difficult, wouldn't it? That's right.
Yeah,
You're right. I'm with you. That is the thing. It's no use telling them about it or anything. He just shouldn't be there.
Yeah, well, she might be fine and, trustworthy and whatnot, but at the same time, he might do something dodgy and then cause conflict anyway.
I have a suspicion she's not trustworthy. Brittany, what do you think?
Well, I think the weird thing about this is that the husband didn't know the boyfriend. That's the thing that I think's weird.
I think that happens all the time.
I have ex-boyfriends that I still am friends with, but my boyfriend knows them.
All of them?
Anyone that I'm still friends with, my boyfriend knows, because we share friends and that sort of thing.
Does he know any really old ones that you've gone with?
If it was a really, really old one, I'd probably say I'm not speaking to them for a good reason, and I wouldn't be letting them in my house or my choice either.
Fair. Okay, so she shouldn't be doing that. Kellie?
I think it reads trouble.
Doesn't it?
Definitely.
Yeah.
I've lived with friends, boyfriends, etc. And living with friends is just that hard. So trying to bring someone from a previous relationship into a current relationship and living with them, it just reads trouble to me, and I just wouldn't put myself in that situation at all. So I think that he has something to go on here. He definitely should have his opinion, and she should have spoken to him about it, and it should be something they agree on together.
I think you're right. There you are, Felicia. It was a good story, but I don't think you're getting away with it. I think bringing the old boyfriend into the house, not such a good idea. Great work, if you can get away with it, but no chance, and it certainly wouldn't happen in my house. So there you are. We'll be back with you in a few moments. Back to Sweet and Sour with a beautiful band of lovelies. It's just marvellous to be surrounded by these gorgeous girls, and they answer these questions so well, don't they? Really. Now, if you have a letter you want to send in, here's the address that you send it to, and we want your letters, so do it now. This is it. letters@sweetandsour.net.au. That's letters@sweetandsour.net.au. But if you're on Facebook, you can go facebook.com/Sweet and Sour. Easy. And if you have your letter read out, you will get a movie pass to the movie Warm Bodies. I love Warm Bodies. I don't know what it's all about, but I love it. And that is by kind compliments of Natalie O'Shea. So get these letters in now. Right, and so here we go. This letter. This is the difficult one, girls. So, I've met this great girl. She's gorgeous, intelligent, and fun to be with. That's like my panel, isn't it? The only problem I have with it is that she smokes marijuana. When I first met her, she told me she was a casual smoker and that she could give up easily if she wanted to. But after a while, I noticed that it was much more than just casual smoking and that she smoked it every chance she could get. She's a pothead, isn't she? When I told her I really hated any form of drug taking, she laughed and said she'd give it up just for me because she loved me so much. Well, 2 weeks down the track, and I know for a fact that she's still smoking it. She may not be doing it in front of me, but I found the evidence in her bag. He's going through her bag, did you see that? And sometimes he smells it on her clothes. And in the bedroom. How many chances should I give her? How do I get her to stop? If she doesn't really want to, does she even love me at all? Well, Kellie, what do you think of that?
Well, I personally believe if you're in a relationship, you should keep your own identities and the things that you enjoy, but this is a little bit different. I don't agree with
What
smoking.
if she's an nymphomaniac? Should she continue with that?
Of course. No, I don't agree with smoking personally. And it's hard for me to say, like, I've never done it and I've got no interest whatsoever. So
Smoking of any kind?
Of any kind.
Pot or smoking
Yeah.
alcohol? Alcohol. Smoking alcohol. Have you ever smoked alcohol?
Difficult, I guess. I don't agree with any of it. I just think it's disgusting, and especially in a female. My personal view is that it doesn't look nice. So I'm on his side. Yeah, I wouldn't like it, and I wouldn't like it on anyone's breath or clothes or in the bedroom. So yeah, I'm on his side.
If you want this young lady, you have to stop smoking. I'm sorry.
That's right.
Brittany, what do you think?
I've kind of got mixed opinions on this one because I find that if it's not impacting on the relationship, it shouldn't really be a problem. If it's not financially being a problem, or it essentially is just something that she likes to do while she's not around him. It could be something like another hobby. Granted, it's a different sort of hobby.
Isn't that a problem there because she can't seem to give it up?
I think, in a way, yes. But what I find is, because it's not impacting financially on the relationship or that sort of thing, I would say there's no problem with it whatsoever. And if he wants to give her the ultimatum, then I'd say do it. Give her an ultimatum, say, stop it or I'm going to leave. Because you shouldn't stay with someone that's doing something you don't like.
Yeah, sorry to say that. That was Tim from Fullerton. And what about you?
Well, clearly because she laughed and said that she'd give it up. She's not going to give it up. Doesn't
That's
sound
why
like
she
she
laughed.
is. Yeah, exactly.
This
So really
I'm going to give it up.
yeah, sure thing. No, but in that case, it's not does she even love him. It's more like, do you love her enough to stay with her? That's it. So stay with her through it because she's not going to quit. And
She's not.
No.
She's a pothead, isn't she?
Exactly.
Really. Pothead.
That's
yes.
it.
And Cassie.
I don't think it's about him giving her chances. It's about sitting down and having a serious talk with her. And as Brittany said, like, give her an ultimatum. It's not about loving someone, it's about compromise and all that. If you're in a relationship and you don't like something about someone, you talk to them about it and you compromise, you try and figure out the best way to do it. If he's snooping around in her bag, then that's wrong. He shouldn't be doing that. Again, if he has an issue with it, he should be talking to her about it, not snooping.
What if the thing wasn't marijuana, but she was an alcoholic? What would you do then?
Well, any form of substance like that or substance abuse is an issue. And again, if he has a problem with it, he needs to confront her and talk to her about it. So I think that's the only way
in
that...
these cases, the only way these people can give up is by admitting that they are what they are.
Yeah, is help. And
I'm a pothead
some
or I'm an
people
alcoholic.
do need help, and I know people that have issues and they don't accept that they need help, and we'll get them through it. But yeah, I don't think it's really an addiction for her, but I think that she really needs to consider what he's feeling.
Yeah, just think about the smell and the fact that you're not always on, you're a bit off your head most of the time. And you can do rash things when you're off your head. Tim of Fullerton, I think it's pretty hopeless for you. I just think it is hopeless for you. If she doesn't want to stop of her own accord, you've got no other choice but to either drag her screaming to the doctor or the psychiatrist or let her go and find another beautiful girl. Easy to say. I've got 4, so I don't care. We'll be back soon.
I'm happy to be on Sweet and Sour. I hope you think I'm sweet, but I don't think I'll be as sweet as Mitch.
Hello! Nice for you to join us again. Now, I want to give you our website. It is www.sweetandsour.net.au. Do you get that? www.sweetandsour.net.au. Now, you can contact us anytime. Here is our last letter, ladies. I know that you're just eagerly waiting it. Right. I've met this great girl. No, it's not. The last one was I met this great girl. But I've met 4 beautiful girls, as a matter of fact. I'm getting married in the morning. Ding dong. No, it's not. I'm getting married at the end of the year, and my best friend has just pulled the pin. She's refusing to be my bridesmaid now because she said that I've become a bit of a prima donna, and I'm really not. I really want 2 girls attending. And one of those is my fiancée's sister, who really is gorgeous. My friend was so excited at first, and we've really only had one disagreement, and that was over the dress. I want her and the other bridesmaids to buy a dress that I had my eye on for ages. It's a beautiful designer gown, and I know it would suit both of them, but the tight ass wanted to make her own dress. That's a bit disparaging, isn't it? The tight ass. My goodness. It's, maybe she has got a tight ass, who knows? It's my wedding, and aren't the bridesmaids supposed to wear what the bridesmaid wants them to wear? What the bride wants them to wear? How can I talk her around? I really want her to be my bridesmaid. Also, some of my work friends are upset because I've already told them that they're not invited, even though I'd love them to be there. Why can't they understand that weddings are expensive and I just can't afford to invite everyone? This is Franca from North Perth, WA. Well now, Alice.
I think it's hilarious. She's calling them a tight ass, but she's like, weddings are expensive. And
she's asked them to pay for the dress.
I want to really, I want this designer bridesmaid dress, but pay for it, please. No, it's ridiculous. So if she wants someone to wear what she wants, well, pay for it and get them to wear it. That way they don't have a choice. But if you're going to get them to pay, well, you're going to get what they want to buy. And otherwise, get richer friends.
Yeah. Mind you, that happened all the time, wouldn't it? Everybody would come in at odds and sods and boys if they only bought what they wanted to wear.
Well, I'm sure, there's 2 girls. I'm sure that they can both agree on the similar dress.
Isn't it always the case that brides want to look beautiful, so they give really rotten bridesmaid dresses so that they look better?
Yeah, usually.
They give them hideous colours. How do they get these funny colours like purple and all these ghastly colours, like orange and
olive,
what?
yeah.
Olive. There's a nice
I'd
one.
make them wear
or beige.
Yeah, brown.
Cassie.
For one, I don't think she should have called her a tight ass. It's a little bit rude.
You just called
and
her.
hypocritical as well.
And hypocritical. The fact that she wants her bridesmaids to pay for those dresses, I think she should have come to some sort of agreement with that, like pay half or something like that. Not be like, oh, it's a designer gown. I want you to pay the full amount for that dress.
While you're at it, pay for mine.
Yeah, pretty much. You may as well pay for the catering. Also, with the friends not being able to come to the wedding, an alternative for that, have an after party. Like, do something where you can have a low-key event at your house or at your parents' house. Have something like that. Your parents, I'm sure they can cook.
That's like buying tickets at the very back of the theatre, isn't it? That's like the cheap seats, isn't it?
It's
Rather
one
than
way of getting
event.
everyone to celebrate. It's one way of getting everyone to celebrate the wedding without having to pay for as much as what you would if you were going to a catered venue. It's just an alternative.
Is that what I have to do when you get married eventually?
That's what I want. I want a low-key wedding that just everyone can have fun and I'm not going to have to pay for very much.
Alex, you better do your job. Brittany.
Well, Cassie and I were talking about this before, and we were saying that it doesn't cost anything to have extra people at your actual ceremony. So why couldn't she have her work friends at her ceremony and then have a reception with your closest friends, that sort of thing?
Yeah, where it does cost
Where
you.
it does cost money per head. As far as the dress, I think it's a bit ridiculous to be getting a designer dress for the bridesmaids. I'd be going with a really ugly brown op shop dress for my bridesmaids
So
to
you
make
look
sure
really
I look
good.
the best.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm with you all the time. That's it. Kellie.
I definitely think she's being a bit of a prima donna. I don't agree with the fact of bridesmaids having to pay for a designer gown. That could be up to $1,500, $1,000, and people just don't have that money. So if she's looking at them wearing that kind of dress, then I definitely think that she should be paying for it. But a wedding's not about the money, and it's not about what the expenses are, it's about love. So if she wants a wedding, she's obviously in love with somebody, and it's about them two on the day, not everybody else. And they're there just to enjoy it with them. The people at work, they can come along to their ceremony. There's no cost in them coming to a ceremony. They can watch them get married, and that's the important part of the wedding, I believe. The reception is the party section.
Absolutely.
But, you know, it's a bit over the top, really. I would never be paying $1,500 or $1,000 for a bridesmaid's dress. I've paid for my bridesmaid dress around $200, I think, when I was a bridesmaid. No, not married. No. When I was a bridesmaid,
when you were a bridesmaid.
I paid around $200 for my dress.
Okay.
That we agreed on all together, and I think the bridesmaids can discuss a dress together. There's only two of them. So to come to an agreement on a dress, there's only two of them, there's not seven.
Yeah,
so
that's good.
It should be easy.
Do you think that weddings are actually too expensive, that people shouldn't spend
Yes.
$20,000, $30,000
They
on
mark
it?
up the prices for
They're
everything.
absolutely
As soon as you mention
They might as well
wedding.
put it down. They might as well put it down on
Yeah.
the thing. Well, there you are. Okay, girls, all I have to do is decide which is the best letter we had tonight. And while they're deciding which is the best letter we had tonight, I want to tell you the winner will receive a pair of beautiful sunglasses from Aussie Opticals. So, girls, put your thinking caps on. Tell us which is the best letter we had tonight.
I'm going with prima donna.
Prima donna?
Yeah.
You mean the wedding?
Yeah.
I'm going with Bridezilla so she can have something that she
Bridezilla?
doesn't need to buy at her expenses.
Yeah, get us some sunnies.
Sunnies? Yeah. She'll take a dim view of things.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Cassie,
no,
you all
I'm
happy
going.
with that?
I'm going with bride.
Well,
yeah.
Franca, you didn't get your dresses, your designer dresses, but you did get a pair of sunglasses. Isn't that great?
Hey.
That's wonderful. So, girls, thank you so much for being Cassie.
No worries,
It was a
thank you.
pleasure meeting you.
It was a pleasure.
And you got over your
I don't like public speaking.
you don't like you don't
No.
like public speaking. This
no,
is not public.
but no, it's still public.
Fortunately, nobody will watch this. You're very lucky.
Yes, I
And
hope
Alex-
they will. And I hope Alex sees that first segment.
And he knows he's got to see it because he's got to get married, hasn't he? Alice, lovely having you
Thank
here.
you, thank you.
And
It
I'll
was,
tell you something, you look nothing like a spray paint. Nothing like a spray paint. Your mother will be delighted to know that. You, on the other hand, do look like a teacher's assistant.
Oh,
You do,
thanks.
Brittany. You do.
I don't know if that's a compliment or not.
I could tell you were a teacher's assistant. And thank you, Kellie. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
And there, that's it. That's our Sweet and Sour. We'll see you all next time on Sweet and Sour. Bye for now.